What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Raiola. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time it's complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body.
It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense, and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes capitalize on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide out. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Handoff from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the left side. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When he tried to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Aztecs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. So first down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Back to pass, it's Emmanuel. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
San Diego State.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And the Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Honor. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that.
Scanning the field, it's Emmanuel. Makes the catch, it's Adams. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. It's complete to the right. It's a running room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Aztecs look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Aztecs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, San Diego State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to UTSA. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nebraska.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aztecs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got...
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff to Johnson. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Emmanuel. With the catch, it's Adams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the offense tries to pick up that first by running it on 3rd down. No can do, and that's really been the theme all game long. This defense has just been better at the point of attack, shutting down this run game.
Black 33, mouse choice.
Trying to do it on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Aztecs have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. try to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
28, Nebraska, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Give to the single back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's in open space downfield. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Some misdirection with the counter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Aztecs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The toss to the right. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Bust through behind his pad. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those plays plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They just needed a few inches. Defense knocked them down in the backfield. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Inside the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now facing a third and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter play. San Diego State 31, Nebraska 0.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Flips it out to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Huskers have taken it inside the 20. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the fist.
Can't hang on, he muffs it.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab inside the 30.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got...
Makes the grab ready for the first down. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Huskers are on the move. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll run play action. He's got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. And a little window dressing here at the end of the game. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The snap sets up the throw. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exit. There he goes! And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The option look. He'll toss it. Turning on the Jets. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Sutton. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative.
Oh, a lot of space. Got some room, headed to the goal fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nebraska, 8.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about.
Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed on the outside, it's Bell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Canopy. Banner.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
That keeps the score. San Diego State 38, Nebraska 14.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams.